Our top news story, a Fox News alert. Overnight violence erupts in Ferguson, Missouri on the one-year anniversary of Michael Brown's death. Protesters firing on police, forcing them to fire back. One suspect hit is in critical condition at this hour. This coming as a police officer in Alabama is pistol whipped with his own gun during a routine traffic stop. This disgusting photo being posted online with the caption, "Pistol whipped his blank to sleep." So why has nothing seemingly changed in the past year? What's going on? Here to react is the president of the Birmingham Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 1, Sergeant Heath Boackle. Sergeant, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So I understand that apparently this detective, it was a relatively routine stop, told the suspect stay in his car. He did not, got out, jumped the officer, stole his gun, and then beat him with it?
Yes, sir, that's correct. The way it happened was just like what you said. By the time the suspect was able to close the gap on the officer, he did not react quick enough to draw his own weapon, and in return he was beaten, and then the suspect got his weapon and proceeded to hit him over the head with it, causing several lacerations about his head. So
after the suspect fled, and your officers tracked him down, and he is currently in custody, and he's got a long rap sheet. Pictures of this, and there's a suspect right there. Pictures of the attack on the officer started popping up on social media. Here's one from Twitter. "Pistol pimped his face, and I'm chillin' now." Any idea who put up these images of this officer down?
Yes, we have several things going on right now of who did it, but you know the biggest issue was the fact that this officer has a wife and kids that saw this before the department was ever able to notify the family of it being taken place.
Sure. You know, we opened the segment, Sergeant, mentioning that it's the one-year anniversary since Ferguson. Since Ferguson, you know, people in your line of work, they're second-guessing everything they do. I mean, it sounds like this particular police officer had every right to shoot this man who attacked him, and yet he didn't, because otherwise we'd be talking about how a cop shot an unarmed man.
That's correct. So not only would you be covering Ferguson this morning, but you would also be covering what we're talking about in a totally different situation. And that's what's happening across the country. Local law enforcement levels, I'm speaking on the local level, your state, your county, and your municipalities are the boots on the ground, are the ones that are dealing with these people on day-to-day operations, and that's when they're hesitant, because you know they're always in the media portrayed here lately as the criminals.
That's right.
And the criminals are like the victims, and media is just taking it and running with it.
Unfortunately, that seems very accurate. The good news is the detective has been released from the hospital and is recovering at home. Sergeant, thank you very much for joining us live today from down there.
Yes, sir.
In Birmingham.